You always ask to get on a call, or can you quote them in your email? Do not quote them in your email. Do not give the price in email or DMs. Also, I'm not saying to email people. That's not the primary way, Kevin, I'd recommend outreaching. You should do social media DMs. Only use email as a last resort follow-up. Cold emails suck. Like, social media DMs is where it's at, because you can instantly prove who you're a real person because they can click your profile, just for that reason alone. Plus, it's easier to go back and forth with DMs over cold email, right? So cold email sucks compared to warm social media outreach. Just, that's like blanket rule. Like, cold email doesn't work anymore as well as it used to. But in terms of price, no, don't give them price. Don't even give them price in a call. I don't even recommend giving a price in a call. What I recommend is go outreach them, provide value up front, audit, sample, let them know, hey, I can give you some more tips on a call and see if there's a fit for us to work together. Get them on a call. Show them you're a real person. Show them you're actually not an AI robot and you're actually a kind person. Let them meet you first. People who are going to drop thousands of dollars, they usually like to see that someone's a real person, has a face, and talks to them first. So if you try to give the price too early, people are going to back out. So if you give price too early, there is a too early, right? This is copywriting 101. If you're studying copywriting enough, you're going to know you don't just put the price at the very top. In some cases you might, depending on your offer and your headline, but most cases you don't, right? You usually want to, butter people up a bit, show the value of the thing you're giving, the benefits, the outcome, the transformation, all the juicy sauce, right? Get their emotions peaked, all these things, and then you bring in the price. Right after they see how much tons of value, right? You put in so much value and benefits and outcomes of the copy that by the time you get to price, the price seems insignificant. It's the same thing with landing clients. Landing clients is just copywriting in action, right? In just a different format. So give them the quote after you've spoken to them, after you've had the time to generate trust, and show them the benefit of working with you on a call. And calls are not scary things. It's just a discovery call. You're just saying, hey, what's up? How's it going? When you use my outreach system, the Sniper Bomb, you use my strategy, what I teach, which gets 70% of my students their first client in 30 days. You are landing a client 80 to 90% of the way in the DMs already. By the time you get in the call, it's the final 10%. You're just showing them a real person and specific details of how you're going to help them. Then after the call, send them 3 packages, package ABC, 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, just a random thing with different levels of service and speed executing. At that point, I'd send an email after, right? After I build trust, I want to take the time to make a custom package for them, not just give them some random generic cookie cutter copy paste pricing that makes me seem like a generic service provider who has no level of expertise to help them, right? If I say, my services are $1,000 a month, but they haven't even said how much help they need, it doesn't make any sense. What if they want 15,000 emails across 20 companies in their month? $1,000 a month? Definitely not. Well, what if they just need 2 emails a month? Am I going to charge them $1,000? Maybe. Depends on the size of the business. Again, things I don't know until I understand their goals, their mission, their objectives, what their revenue is at, things that you find out on a call. So you want to do it after the call.